It was a normal Tuesday afternoon at work. I was sitting at my desk working through a database problem when my phone buzzed. I glanced down, expecting a normal message, but instead it was from my wife. "I'm filing for separation. Please respect my privacy." 12 years of marriage reduced to 2 short sentences. No explanation, no discussion, just a text like she was canceling a subscription. I stared at my phone. Privacy? We shared a mortgage, bank accounts, a life. What did privacy even mean now? I didn't react with anger. I just typed back, "Of course." On the outside, calm. On the inside, a storm. My immediate response. Instead of panicking, I went into systems mode. I forwarded her text to our marriage counselor for documentation. Then I closed our joint credit line, $50,000 of available credit we'd once used for a kitchen remodel. Next, I logged into my HR portal and removed her as my emergency contact. My father became my new contact. It felt cold but necessary. If she wanted privacy, I'd give her privacy and protect myself. The house felt empty. That night, I came home and immediately sensed something was off. Small things were missing. A decorative bowl, some art, towels. I opened the closet. Her entire side was empty. She'd already moved out without telling me, even taking random kitchen tools like the garlic press, but leaving the expensive appliances. I realized this was real. My wife wasn't just asking for separation. She was physically disappearing from my life, one item at a time. 47 hours later, HR calls. 2 days later, HR at my company called. My wife had been in the building for a meeting, slipped in the lobby, and sprained her ankle. Protocol required them to contact her emergency contact. But since I'd removed myself, HR called her mother instead, who had no idea what was happening in our marriage. It was the universe handing me irony on a silver platter. My wife had demanded privacy. She'd gotten it. And now her own mother was blindsided by a call from HR about her daughter being injured. I sent a simple text to my wife. "Hope your ankle heals quickly." 2 words came back, "Thank you," exactly the same length as my original reply. The meltdown. That evening, my phone buzzed nonstop. My wife sent message after message. "You took me off as your emergency contact? That's cruel. Why is the credit line closed? This is financial abuse!" She'd tried to use the credit line and found it closed. She was furious that I'd done the same thing to our finances that she'd done to our marriage. Unilateral action. I didn't argue. I screenshotted every message and forwarded them to the counselor for records. Finally, I replied, "Karen, these are standard protective measures during separation. Please direct legal concerns to your attorney." Her meltdown slowed. Property pickup day. We scheduled a time for her to collect her approved belongings. I inventoried and photographed everything. My friend Alan came as a witness. Karen arrived with her sister and with a new man, her co-worker Gideon. They brought a moving van. I gave them her boxed clothes, shoes, and toiletries. But I refused to hand over disputed items like the expensive turntable or my grandfather's bookshelf. Gideon tried to argue. I told him plainly, "These are shared assets pending mediation. You have no standing here." He backed off. The breaking point. Then Karen demanded our honeymoon sculpture from the mantel. When I said no, she snapped. She walked past me, grabbed it, and smashed it on the hardwood floor. Deliberate destruction of property caught on my security cameras and witnessed by everyone. I calmly told her to get your boxes. "Get out, or I'll call the police." They left quickly. I saved the footage, packed every fragment of the sculpture into a labeled box for evidence, and emailed my lawyer. Mediation. At mediation, my lawyer played the footage of Karen destroying the sculpture. The mediator's face said it all. Karen's attorney had no defense. By lunch, they offered a settlement heavily in my favor. I kept the house and disputed assets. Spousal support was minimal and short-term. All claims on my family property were dropped. Karen walked out without a word. 8 months later, the divorce went through. My house is quiet now, peaceful quiet, not tense quiet. I replaced the towels. I didn't replace the sculpture. I kept the garlic press gone because I don't even need it. Karen tells people I had a breakdown. Fine, she can tell her story. I have emails, security footage, and court documents. The truth speaks for itself. Her new boyfriend and their business plan went nowhere without my credit line. They're still renting an apartment. Me? I've got stability, a clean system, a home that feels like mine, and an emergency contact who actually answers the phone. Thanks for watching. I feel like Story Plus. Subscribe.